So, beautiful day out there, huh? So thank you for coming to the atrium. We're getting pretty close here, I think, to being all ready to go. Dan and Mark are going to be playing for you. Dan had another person to play bass today, but he hurt his hand, and so luckily Mark was able to come in, and he's going to support Dan today on his reed instruments. And if I see there's some faces I haven't seen before, just so you know, there's an event in here every week on Saturday from 2 to 3. There's a calendar. If you'd like to see who's playing, you can go to this website, ecplayers.weebly.com, to see the calendar, see who's coming up. And if you like, I do send out an email each week to let you know more detailed information. There's a button at the bottom of the calendar where you can sign up for the emails. So as soon as they're ready to go, we'll get started.
Who sponsors this concert?
I guess I could say the city of Eugene's Parks and Recreations, perhaps, is the, I don't think there's anybody in Parks and Recreations that really knows anymore that this goes on.
Well, you're what, 11 years now?
Something like that. Yeah, I mean, they used to care a lot, but the people that cared retired, and nobody came, and so I just keep doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I go pick up the key. The people are used to seeing me every week, and so they hand me the keys. And, okay, here I am again.
You're regular, that's it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. It's just all volunteer. All the people that play are here without pay, myself included.
Wow, that's really nice.
Labor of love. I love music.
That's very cool.
Thank you.
And thanks again, Tom. So I'm Dan, this is Mark. We're going to play a little bit of music. And in an indirect way, thanks to the city of Eugene, where they built this building and let us use it, but it wasn't locked. It was still locked, about a half hour before we got here. So we're about ready to play. Touch on a couple of things like Tom mentioned, a couple of jazz standards just to warm up and keep our minds together, some things that we wrote. And we hope you enjoy.
Okay, let's try it.
Let's try it. Thank you, folks. Here we go. This is an old Sonny Rollins composition. It's called Doxy. We'll use it for our sound check. There we go. That was a sound check. That's Doxy, my Sonny Rollins. It's a great room. It's such a bright room. So you hope you can hear it pretty strong, but yet not overwhelming. Might not be blasted. A lot of people ask, and it's a bass clarinet. And one of my favorite stories of all time is, we all know who invented the saxophone, Adolph Sax, about 1840, 1845. Before he invented the saxophone, he invented the bass clarinet. So he was a young instrument creator and repairman, and French Belgium. And there, for about 80 years, they had clarinets. Mozart used early clarinets and so forth, but they couldn't find a bass clarinet. They could find smaller clarinets, soprano clarinets, solito clarinets, various alto clarinets, but they couldn't get a bass clarinet to work, play in tune, and function very well. So he came up with the idea of the curved bell, the curved neck, and a couple other technical things. But essentially it's a clarinet, same exact fingering, different sound obviously, and it's exactly an octave lower than a regular clarinet. And so he got famous doing this, and he said, I know, I'm thinking of a saxophone. So he did, oh, you want? So this is a piece we wrote, we hope you like it. It's called Check It In 13, and it features trap set and saxophone. Hope you like it. Check it in 13. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. That's Check It In 13.
I got this electronic percussion hand device that I got about a year ago, and I finally got around to actually kind of put it into a composition with Dan. And it has touch-sensitive pads on it. I think there's 13 of them, or 12 or something like that. And you can program it for different sounds and different pitches. And we've tried to incorporate that into this piece called Fire and Water. What's the Japanese?
Kaji Mitsu.
Kaji Mitsu, fire and water. Kaji is the fire, right?
Yes.
So this is kind of an audition piece for us. So I hope you enjoy this. We'll see how it goes.
Go ahead and hit a couple notes. We'll get a balance so they can hear.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Kaji Mizu. dedicated to all of us, but especially the people within a few hundred miles of, what's the Japanese nuclear disaster that we're also...
Fukushima.
Fukushima, it's an ongoing situation. It's not like done. It's still a headline, and it's pretty sad. So Kajimitsu, fire and water. Doesn't have a name. We call it A flat. Based in A flat, and we wrote it this week. Again, I want to appreciate Mark sitting in because just this week he found out that he was luckily able to sight read all this stuff and put this together. And I really appreciate Mark's a wonderful drummer. We played together years ago in the Metropolitan Saxophone Quartet, and we're good buddies, and that's why music works, especially among friends. So we hope you like this. It's sort of a short suite, features the bass clarinet, A flat, and then it moves into a classic jazz piece, Hassan's Dream by Benny Golson. We hope you like that. And then we come back. So it kind of takes us around the world with the Japan, now we're going to North Africa. and perfect for this setting. Just the slightest tones. And that we're dedicating to the Extinction Rebellion. And it's called Circle in a Square. Their logo is a circle with an X in the middle of it. That's a wonderful organization, which needs a lot of our support. And this features a lot of improvisation, but it has a nice structure. We hope you enjoy it. X in a circle. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's interesting with improvised music, that was not obviously through composed. It had a lot of improvised things. But I remember as a kid, you know, you grow up playing simple music, and then you get into blues and jazz and classical and all these types of things. And then you start researching, and I thought improvised music was just people just going crazy and blowing and just having a great time. And that is true. But I'll never forget a quote from Cecil Taylor, one of my heroes when I was a kid, and mentioned that Charlie Parker and famous, wonderful improvising musicians didn't just pull things out of the air. A lot of things are prepared, and ideas pop in your head and you move to a different spot, but it's surprising how much it's prepared. It's interesting, you know, each time you play in a different place, the different things. Of course, the acoustics, I played in here a lot, and a lot of you might remember Orville Eddard from the day. We were good buddies. We had a small chamber ensemble worked in here for many years. This is a wonderful outlet for especially light music, harpsichord, recorder ensembles, things like that. And of course, it works for this music as well. But it's interesting, with this chair, I have to move my peg in different spots. It's kind of fun. Red sticks. Reminds me of pickup sticks. Remember pickup sticks? Yeah. Because Tecumseh, they wanted to try to keep the invaders away as best they could, though deep in their hearts they knew it wasn't going to happen. There's way too many people coming over the Appalachian Mountains. And so he spent a couple good years, went all up into the Iroquois area, up into northeast, what we consider Maine, Lake Champlain, down into Georgia, Alabama, touched across the Mississippi a little bit, which was pretty much the world at that time, and was going to start a revolution. And so he said, when there is a full eclipse, pull out these red sticks and lay the red sticks out to get inspiration for a plan to overthrow the invading people. And he predicted the date of an eclipse. And sure enough, the eclipse came, and most of the Indian nations joined in the small revolution, but some didn't. And it just, of course, didn't work out real well at the end. But that is a brief paraphrase of why it's called Red Sticks. It's nice. We had a set list depending on the various situations and all that. Time-wise, time constraints. Of course, we got started just a little bit late because of the room being locked up. But this is a little piece I wanted to play for you. It's a wonderful piece by Duke Ellington. It's called Jeep's Blues. It features the bass clarinet, and it just sounds so good in here, and I want to play it. Jeep's Blues. Wonderful piece. One last piece, because it's near the time of our time allotment. And we started off with just a nice, simple jazz piece. We hope you like this one. It says enough just by naming it. What a difference a day made. Hope you enjoy this nice arrangement that Mark and I put together. And many thanks to Tom for putting this together and letting us have a chance to play a little bit.
Really nice. Thank you so much. That's extraordinary. It's fun. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, there's so many good kinds of music.
Yeah, there are, actually. Thank you for coming today. Hope to see you again. Enjoy the day. Bye-bye.
I really wasn't fishing for a car. I was being sincere. This next song has been touted as Frank Sinatra's favorite ballad, and it was recommended to us by a lady that was a great lover of jazz. Her name is Ruthie, and this song is called "Here's That Rainy Day." Maybe I shouldn't say those leftover dreams, but here's that rainy day. Here's that rainy day they told me about, and I laughed at the thought that it might turn out that way. Where is that worn out wish that I threw aside after it brought my love so near? Funny how love became a cold rainy day, and funny that rainy day is here. It brought my love so near. Funny how love became a cold rainy day, and funny that rainy day is here. We're going to take you out with another Gershwin tune, and you'll recognize it immediately. We just done a little bit of a waltzy vibe to it instead of its more traditional slow ballad. And it's coming inside. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Spread your wings and we'll take to the sky. But until that morning, I'm gonna hug you. With mom and daddy standing
Saturday, play door mystery intrigues me. Oh, what can I see from this trampoline when rise and fall and distance blurs my vision? On Saturday I'll think of you and hide, stealing moments playing in my mind. Do you know that ever after's here right now, and I'm still back here? Do you know that ever after's here right now, and I'm still back here? Do you know that ever after's here right now? And I got tangerines, and here's the scene. I got the light just right, and the Beatles in the kitchen. And it's a coup d'etat in Shangri-La. The instruments are playing, but something's missing. Oh, you know, something's missing, missing. Do you know that ever after's here right now, and I'm still back here? I got tangerines, oh, but something's missing. I got tangerines, oh, but something's missing, missing. La 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 la, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
Come on.